Once upon a time, there was a little girl and her family who were always hiding. You see, both my parents were Jewish, but they raised us Catholic. The thing is, we looked and sounded about as Catholic as Kreplach. We weren't so convincing. My father, Bernie, tried his best to impersonate Santa Claus at Christmas, right? But basically ended up portraying Sigmund Freud. He was from Vienna. Instead of saying, ho, 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 Merry Christmas, he'd say, oi, 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 do you have problems? Then he'd diagnose us with a condition according to what presents we asked for. It'd be like, Daddy, Daddy, this year I want a Barbie doll that says I love you when I press a button. Oi, Franny, sadly you suffer from a control disorder. But Daddy, I'm only 8 years old. Good thing we caught it early. That was my papa. And my proudly Jewish German mother, Liesel, never wanted to do this Catholic shtick, So every Christmas Eve, when neighbors would drop by, she'd greet them dressed as a pregnant Virgin Mary. And when they asked about her condition, she'd say, making sure my father could hear, yeah, I don't know how this could have happened. You see, Bernie and I haven't had sex in years. Their attempt to pull off Christmas was meshuggah. But let's start at the beginning, before I knew I was Jewish. The strongest memories I have of my family, the Sheridans, occurred in the place we met most frequently, the dining room of my family home in Ottawa, Canada, when I was 8 years old. See, here it is, the table, the chairs, my family all around. Papa's got a glass of eggnog, so must be the holidays in December. I could see Mama through the swinging kitchen doors, lighting 2 candles, so must be Friday. She always lights them on Friday, but, she wouldn't tell me why, so I asked my best friend from church, Nancy, who's 3 years older than I am, and she told me that Mama's probably celebrating what's called TGIF. Thank God it's Friday. My mama's name is Liesel, and she's from a place she said she was really, really happy to leave, but won't tell me why. But between you and me, I'm pretty sure it's because it was full of men who had germs. Because it's called Germany. And my papa's name is Bernie, and he's from Vienna, where he had a very, very famous teacher who Papa says got famous because he discovered that many men got envious of the longer size of a certain kind of extension. But Papa refuses to tell me what kind of extension he's talking about. Anyway, the extension guy is named Freud. Okay, today, Papa, who's an ophthalmologist, is sitting here at his usual spot, at the head of the table, flipping through his brand new 1969 Canadian Medical Atlas. Woohoo! And he's singing along to Christmas carols on the turntable. But if you listen, you could hear that he's making up his own words like he always does. Like, the song, The First Noel. Well, Papa's singing, The First Moil. I don't know what it means, but he's laughing so hard, his shoulders are shaking. So I don't want to ruin it by asking. Oh, Papa's about to take his very first sip of holiday eggnog. Say, Liesel, what did you put in the eggnog? It tastes fakakta. Ach, Bernie, it's delicious. Yeah, I spiked it with Manischewitz.